And it's time for Lefties Losing It. And she's back, the diabolically dumb and delusional Joy Reid, who sadly was sacked from MSNBC. Even they got sick of her endless race baiting, and that's precisely what Joy is doing again. Listen to this nutty rant about, you guessed it, white people.
They can't fix the history they did. Their ancestors made this country into a slave hell. But they can clean it up now because they got the Smithsonian. They can get rid of all the slavery stuff. They got PragerU that can lie about the history to the children. They can't originally invent anything more than they ever were able to invent good music. We black folk gave y'all country music, hip hop, R&B, jazz, rock and roll. They couldn't even invent that, but they have to call a white man the king.
Hi, this is Nnamdi. Welcome to Confit TV. Once again, I am back. I'm better. I am glad that you are watching this video. But before I go further to comment on this video about the topic we are talking about today, concerning what Joy Reid, of former host in MSNBC. Before I go further to make any comments, I would like to please ask you and beg you, please subscribe to this video, to this channel, sorry. Share this video and like it, and click the notification bell so that anytime we release a new video, you will be one of those to, kind of find it. So without no further ado, I do not want to, waste time. I want to just get right into the whole thing. So this lady that is called Joy Reid, she has been around. I've been watching her over the years, a couple of years now, and most of the things that she had and has been saying has always been around race. Look at what she was just saying, that white man, black man did this and that. She can't just see beyond race. She can see, and this is a woman that is a graduate of Harvard University, one of the best universities in the world. I believe it was said that she was the graduate. I can be wrong, but I think that's where she went to school. And you ordinarily, one should be expecting, kind of more reasonable, ideas coming from this woman. And especially she's black. And being black, she's actually, really making me to be feeling ashamed for her, because I'm a black man too. And just to get this right, I'm looking from the fence. I am a Nigerian and I'm from Africa. And this is how I see it. I don't know why this woman should be talking the way she does about raise this and raise that. She doesn't have anything good or constructive to kind of suggest or proffer to the people, especially to the blacks that she claimed to love so much, she claims to love or like. So I am seeing this as though she's very petty, petty. I mean Petty, petty, and this is the kind of narrative, the kind of rhetoric that has been very common with our party, which is Democrats. They always see this, they always, kind of make themselves to be on this higher moral ground, moral higher ground. So I'm thinking that they are the people, the good ones, and the rest are just, kind of bad people, and they are the ones now that have the obligation to direct and teach others how to behave. And unfortunately, they talk too much and they do nothing for the black people and everything. And in fact, I am wondering why blacks, most of the black people are actually voting for Democrats or for the liberals, because most of what they stand for, I don't think it aligns with the black people. I don't think it aligns with them, but yet they vote in majority for black people, for Democrats. So Joy Reid has always been like this, and I really, really want to get it out of my chest because I watch this video. Each time I watch it, I see her talking as though I just don't know how to put it. But I really want to get it off my chest that this woman has to just keep quiet and stop ranting about race. It's not the black man, the white man is not the problem of the black people. I am not saying that there is no racism in America. But what I am saying is that the racism level in America is so minute, so low that it shouldn't be the topic of the day. All the time you are talking about racism and racism this and racism that, white man this and white man that. Why is it that many people or immigrants that migrated or that migrate to America, they tend to do very well? Why is it? You will rarely see an immigrant that migrate to America or any other country that is better than their home origin country that wouldn't do very well. You know the reason? The reason is because they are not brainwashed and they know where they are coming from. Just like me now, if I should have the opportunity to get to the United States, I will so glad, very happy to do so. And I know that if I put as much hard work that I put here in Nigeria over there, that I'm going to become very, very good and very successful. Because our government here is bad and our government here is corrupt, unlike in United States, unlike in other countries that have better economy and better government. But here in Nigeria, in most African countries, unfortunately, we have bad government and corruption that is eating us deep. And when we tune up the television or go to YouTube and watch videos, all we hear is racism in America. You can always compare that. Just imagine in your own country, like as I am in an African person, and I know where I'm coming from. I know what is the real deal, how we get by every day. And only for this woman to be talking about racism, you can imagine how I will be thinking, and my mindset is actually different from her own mindset and most black Americans over there. Because let me not just talk too much so that I don't get into trouble. But what I'm going to do now, please do subscribe again. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share, and click the notification bell. So while you do that, I'm going to play some part of that video again, and then come back and wrap it up. Then we are done. All right, see ya.
Oh, she wasn't done yet. Brace yourself, because Joy is about to turn up the lefty lunacy to new levels. See if you can keep up with this stream of insanity.
When you invent a country where you don't tell white people that they need to innovate. Even Elon Musk didn't invent them damn Teslas. 2 other men invented it. He just bought it. And so when you tell them you don't have to be excellent, you just have to be white, you will get mediocrity. You will get mediocrity because they're not asking white people to be.
Okay. Now, I guess the point she's trying to make here right now is that the white people, once you are white, you are okay. Even when you are not good at anything, that once your white validates you in America. That's what she's trying to say, if I understand her. Once we are white, even though let me just rephrase. She's trying to say that the whites don't know anything, but they are being regarded or given the impression that once they are white, that they are everything. They are qualified for everything, because she made mention of the Secretary of Defense, which is Pete Hegseth, which obviously she thought that he was not supposed to be, he was not qualified, and so many other appointees of President Trump. And what I want to tell her is this: white man or no white man, she is not looking at the content of one's character. She's looking at the skin color. So, but let me just put it this way. White people are better organized. White people have more kind of, they are intelligent. Not that they are better than us, than we black people, but they created the environment and their mindset is quite different from ours. When you take a look at the whole world right now, even though we Africans, we have resources, natural resources, we are rich in resources, but yet we are the poorest. But white people's country, they may not have all that resources they do, that we have, Africans have, but they are more, the economy is better, the economy and the government is better than that of the African. Why? So, should I say it's because of our skin color, as Joy Reid will say? I don't think so. It has to do with orientation, the way we see things. When a white man is around certain place or is living in a certain community, you find that he stands out in the way he builds his house, the way he beautifies the house. But in Africa, it's different. It's all about orientation and civilization. God gave both every human being, regardless of your color, the same brain. It's just how you choose to put that brain to work that matters. All right? So, but we Africans or black people have chosen not to use our brain the way it should. After all, the first surgeon that separated a conjoined twins before was a black man in America. Able to do that because he was given that environment and given that opportunity to learn and given the opportunity to develop what God has given to him to become that great surgeon. But in Africa, we don't have that. In black countries, we don't have that. And it appears as though we are lagging behind. But these black people that are in America, in my own personal opinion, I think some of them underestimate, undervalue the opportunity that the country America offers them, the opportunity that they have. Coming from where I come from, I know what I'm talking about. So I wish that black Americans should be able to look beyond that. But I'm very glad that there are so many black Americans that are already waking up from this liberal and Democrats BS about racism. They are waking up now and doing something for themselves. They can decide, to become somebody instead of you pointing finger at someone else. Each time you make a mistake, each time you don't succeed, each time you fall, you always find a reason to, find it somehow to say that this is person's fault, this other person's fault, and you are not taking the responsibility for your failure, and you are not taking the responsibility for the things you are unable to achieve or do. You are really, really setting yourself up to fail already because you are always pointing fingers at others and you are failing to see your own flaws and your own faults and your own inadequacies, because it's until you agree that you have flaws, only then can you fix it, can you be able to kind of fix these things, and you will become a better person. But each time you have flaws, but you are so blind with you are so obsessed about the white man being responsible for your failure and the white man being responsible for you not getting ahead, you will always be lagging behind. You will always have a reason to not succeed in life. So people like Joy Reid, unfortunately, they are the ones pushing this, making Americans or black people to be in complacency, to always be lamenting and always be complaining instead of them taking actions and doing things. truly, if you come to Africa, I'm telling you as an African person, you will understand what I'm trying to say. But just like spoiled people, I believe that some Americans, but especially Black Americans, they're already spoiled and they are feeling entitled because of what people like Joy Reid has been telling them, that they are feeling entitled to get more handouts. And giving you handout does not make you to be successful. Handouts keeps you down. In my own opinion, handouts, what it does is that it makes you to be unproductive, because you will not bring out your talent. You will not, kind of strive to bring out your productivity, or because you are always hoping that at the end of the day, you are going to be handed something. And that thing is always like keeping you, to make you to keep on coming back for that handout. And when you are being given handout by somebody, you are being enslaved by that person. And that is what the Democrats are doing. They're enslaving the Black people. And they have done that for far too long. But I believe that Black Americans, they are waking up now and seeing the Democrats for what they are and who they are. This is a modern day slavery. A modern day slavery is like contrary to what she's claiming. It is, from my own perspective, from my understanding, from what I have been observing, the Democrats, they are enslaving the Black people mentally, making them to always be subject to them, making them to always be the to be always be the beneficials, the benevolence of the Black people. So now that Black people will never cease coming to them, and each time there is an election, the Black people will keep on voting for them because of that, stipend they always give the Black people, and because they have brainwashed them, telling them that they deserve more, and they will be talking about giving and giving, and not actually helping them to be productive and bring out their best. Because I know that we Blacks, we are talented and we are great and we have God-gifted talents. But unfortunately, the Democrats are really, and the liberals and the white liberals, they are really, kind of derailing the Black people. But thank God that they are waking up today and they are seeing it, because but going by what is happening now, I see that Democrats, that their polls are in the toilet, and it has gone very, very low. So if you think what I'm saying does not make sense or makes sense, whichever one, please don't forget to comment below, and do not also forget, please, to subscribe, like, and share this video. I will also come up with other videos, and I will be talking about these issues from an African man's perspective, who has been sitting on the side, on the fence, and watching from the outside of what is happening around in America. Okay, so I will always be making my own, giving my own 2 cents about issues that I really care about, because I like America, and I believe that one day, I will be there, and I will meet some wonderful people, some Black brothers that I think that they are doing so great and trying to, kind of liberate our brothers, our Black brothers and sisters, from the shackles of these Democrats and people like Joy Reid. And I would like to give a shout out to Brian Logan. I watched your video. If you're watching it, or you happen to see this video, Officer Tatum, and Black Conservative Perspective. I also watch your videos, and many other ones that I may not be able to mention. I also watch other ones, but I am very, very interested in American politics, and I can't stop now. So without no further ado, goodbye, and thanks for watching, and God bless you. Bye.